Hello folks, what's up? Welcome back to World of Tanks. As you all know, Renegade is on sale for around 35 euros, so is that tank worth your money? Well, let's check some examples here. Of course, it depends how easy or hard you earn your money. So, Tier 8 Heavy, Premium, will immediately check standard shell penetrations to 26 and almost 1100 meters shell velocity, premium shell penetration 255 and almost 1.4 kilometers of shell velocity, 360 alpha. Well, every single time I'm speaking about some premium tanks, first thing got to my mind is, can you play with standard ammo? Because if you can't, then you'll not be able to earn some bigger amount of credits, and that's like the first thing you need to think of when you're buying some premium tank. Because if you need to spam gold all the time, well, I can bet you're not gonna earn enough credits with it. So this is the tank with which you can play with standard shells. Of course, it depends against what type of enemies you're playing. If you're a top tier, like I am in this matchup, so yeah, you can shred them apart, never mind against what type of tier 8 tank you're playing. If you're aiming well, I'm sure that you're gonna hit your shots and penetrate them actually, which is, yeah, that important thing. Against tier 9, tier 10 tanks, well, in most of cases, you're gonna be in need to use your gold shells. But even then, you can earn a lot of credits actually, because you can check the things. Sometimes if you're frontally, that lower plate can be penetrated. I'm speaking about lower plate of tier 9 vehicles. So it doesn't mean that every single time you need to spend gold. So all in all, this tank, gun wise, so gun handling wise, is, I will be free to say, one of the best. You can see those hits. I mean, this is not happening just this is not cherry picked replay or something. I played a couple of games and I'm gonna show you a couple of post battle results. So it's, of course, it's not always like this because sometimes, yes, you're playing against higher tiers, and of course that you need to spam a little bit of gold, but in a lot of situations, shooting while moving is not a trouble with this tank. And aiming, so you're not aiming like, I don't know, 3 seconds or something. How this gun is accurate? Well, it is, believe me. Of course, it depends of what type of equipment you're using, but if you choose wisely, of course, once again, you can check, you can choose a couple of different ones and, yeah, adapt that to your play style, so you can experiment a bit. That's normal, like every single one of us. Never mind what type of equipment you're gonna use. I saw that a lot of players, also me sometimes, I don't even know with what type of equipment I play this game, so because I'm changing that pretty often. I saw a lot of players using vertical stabs. I think that that slot you can actually use for something else, because this gun's actually really good when you compare it to a lot of other guns from tier 8 heavy tanks. This gun slaps and this gun hits really accurate in a lot of situations. So once again, this is not a cherry-picked replay. Yeah, I had like a couple of kills and game wasn't that bad, but probably, so yeah, shooting while moving, not an issue at all in a lot of games. So probably every single 5 games, once again, shooting while moving, not an issue at all. In a lot of games, so if you play 5 games, you can be sure that you're gonna have at least one game like this one is, or maybe 2 free games, because this tank is full full like I'm showing you right now. This was interesting ending. We'll check our post battle stats right now, and I'm gonna show you post battle results of one, or I don't know, I think maybe one or two more I have in my replays. And 35 euros for this tank. Well, I don't know if I would choose, probably I would take this tank because I had a lot of bad picks for similar amount. So I actually took this tank from that, I don't know what type of event was, year 2 3 years ago. I don't remember. So I got it for free. But if I would be in need to choose, I need some tier 8 heavy tank I can enjoy with, I would like to farm credits with it. Well, Renegade is, believe me, one of those tanks with which you don't need to spend gold that often, and tank which can bounce as well, tank with accurate gun. Not that many tanks we have in game like this tank is. I'm speaking about the premium vehicles, of course. So let's check. Okay, I think this game is, yeah, this one. This was first class, 3.5k, 6 kills, something I bounced, something I assisted for. Not that hard carry, but yeah, I didn't spam gold rounds. Okay, I had some missions, something too. Yeah, some personal reserves. But as I told you, for a game which is nothing special, so I'm showing you nothing like I don't know, crazy gameplay you can't have in 30, 50 games. No, this type of a game with Renegade you can have for sure at least once, twice in 5 games. That's 100%. So it's not that bad at all, right? On the other side, if you use a little bit of gold rounds, so once again around 3.5k, 2 kills, something like bounce, almost nothing I assisted for. But this was, I think, this was, yeah, some tier 9 vehicles as well. Also, result like, why the hell not? I can be first with damage with tier 8 heavy tank, even when I'm playing against tier 9s. Um, this tank isn't situational vehicle. The only difference between these two battles is that when you play against some higher tiers, you need to use some gold rounds, and as you can see, of course, you need to pay a bit more for them, so you're gonna earn a bit less. But all in all, even in those battles, so once again around 3.5k damage, we're speaking about battles every single one of you can reach once, twice minimum in 5 games. You can earn credits with this tank, and if you ask me personally, I'm not gonna say this that often. This tank worth that because a lot of vehicles here, I don't know, a lot of vehicles here in for similar amount, and they actually don't worth nothing special, you know. I mean, vehicles with which you can't do something like you can do with this tank. Yes, I know it has a huge cupola, but if some of you played with the E5, speaking about American Tier 10 heavy tank, of course, you know how to hide it, especially when you're playing against higher tier vehicles who can penetrate you easily in your weak spot. And if you're hull down, hiding your lower plate, if you can wiggle a little bit left, a little bit right, I'm sure you'll be fine. So yeah, once again, I think this tank is one of just couple of tier 8 heavies which actually worth your money. If you plan this tank to be your like tank with which you're gonna grind credits literally every single day, that you can play with higher tiers, because yeah, playing tier 9s, playing tier 10s these days is not possible if you don't have like credit grinder. So this can be one of your credit grinders. Hope that you enjoyed in my today's showcase and episode with my Renegade. If you did, please jump on those buttons, because yeah, we're kind of improving these days, but I don't know what's going to happen in some sooner future. You can help my channel grow, and that means a lot to me, of course. If you have some suggestions, maybe please write them down in comments below, because yeah, maybe you can help me improve with my gameplay today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Everything's possible. Kisses from Alex and Channel Grind together, and see you these days on Battlefield. We have some more sales in premium shops, so I guess that tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we're gonna cover those tanks as well. Be good, stay smiled. See you soon. Bye bye.